Hey.
In a world of smoking stories where the good times flow, there's a podcast rolling, putting on a show. The three amigos gathered, mic in hand, you see. The Cigar Loons are calling, wild and fancy free. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out the podcast dream. From humble beginnings, just a thought, a spark. Now they're lighting up the airwaves, leaving their mark. They talk of life and laughter, and the cigars they hold dear, dispelling all the worries, banishing all fear. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out the podcast dream. Through debates and discussions, they always find a way to make you feel at home at the close of every day. With tales from their adventures and insights sharp and keen, the Cigar Loons are truly quite the listening scene. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out the podcast dream. So light up your stogie, settle in and hear. The Cigar Loons are talking, bringing joy to your ear. Guys Grumpy and Matthew, a perfect smoky blend. Tune into the Loons until the very end.
Howdy.
What is happening, good people? Anybody who might be listening?
I don't know. We got audiences out there.
Hello to Uncle Paulie on Insta, and of course, just want to say, for whoever's fucking hacked our Rumble.com account, go and fuck yourself. Pure and simple. What an absolute shitter of a night we're having tonight. There's Rumble has been hacked, basically, and the Cigar Lounge is being hacked, and also the Grumpy Coffee talk show is being hacked. So thank you very much for hacking us. Thank you very much for reporting us. And guess what? We're still fucking here. We're still doing a podcast. So suck my fucking dick, motherfuckers. I'm still here.
Whoa! Damn! Yeah. Straight.
You're pissed off. You're pissed off the wrong. Pissed off the wrong fucking Brit. Pissed off the wrong Brit. Yeah. Had enough. There's yet again the bullshit starts. So, you know something, we're going down the rabbit hole. And if they want the truth, guess what?
Sure are.
The Brit will come out with the truth. And I'll fire bullets at every motherfucker tonight. You shouldn't have done what you've done, because you've now pissed off the grizzly bear. And the grizzly bear's got his claws out. So you want the truth? I'll come out with the truth. Let's go down the rabbit hole. Let's reveal the truth of these so-called other podcasters, shall we? Seriously? Want to go down it?
Here we go.
We'll go down it.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Easy.
Seriously.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Everybody just take a moment and just Anyway.
I'm not
So.
Not home tonight.
You have anything to drink over there? I hope not.
No doubt. That's the last thing you need. I mean,
Oh no, he's gone. Oh no, we lost him. He's done. He's hit bottle.
Well, I don't understand. Of course, I know. You know, I wasn't back there a whole long time before we come out here and got started. But I mean, you know, I don't see why. What with all the trouble that's been had with the internet, and you know, over the last week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why would you like automatically? You know, why are we looking at this as some sort of personal attack?
I don't know if that's what's happening, or if he's just.
Do we have that kind of? Do we have that kind of? You know.
Well, we are very important. I don't know if you've been notified, but we are very important people.
Really?
You know, if I must say myself, I personally am a very important person that somebody somewhere cares deeply about.
There is no problems with Rumble.com. There's no problems with Rumble.com whatsoever. I have checked if there is a problem. Is it down?
Yeah.
It's not down. No matter how many times you try to sign in, it doesn't want to sign you in.
Well, I don't know.
So there straight away shows you either reporting or it's been hacked. Because no matter how many times I put in the password, no matter how many times I put in the email, the right ones, survey says no.
Yeah. Well, man, I'd say let's just take a breath.
Yeah, maybe it's an issue with
It's not taking a breath. You think
it is.
The amount of hard work that goes into doing this every single week. The fact of
see what you've done.
2 years of stuff that we've put on to Rumble. 2 years of stuff that we put onto all our channels, and it seems to be, it's always the Cigar Loons. It's always the Cigar Loons.
Well,
it's never none of the other. It's never none of the fucking others. It's always us.
You gotta have something
because we're original.
You gotta have something for people to be jealous and want to stop it. I mean, what's the problem? How hard is that to understand?
I don't know. What I do know.
Yeah, well, you do know
that the show must go on.
Oh, God.
So we are going to entertain people and not just scream at everybody
for
the next hour and a half. So we are going to talk about, we are going to go down the god darn rabbit hole, and we are going to start with the dead internet theory, in which people are theorizing that about 90% of the internet at this point is just bots talking to bots to generate ad revenue.
So we're not as involved in the internet as we feel like or think we are. Huh?
Well, I think we are involved in the internet plenty, but most of what I'm involved in the internet is reading what people are saying. So, like, really, this seems to have some weight to it. I don't know the people that are out there posting every 30 seconds like all these people. I mean, there's a couple people I know that just won't shut the hell up. But they're very passionate about what they feel and what they believe, and that's okay.
We'll be all right.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting theory about how generally, we've got programmers basically creating these bots to go on these chats and create all this interaction with the content in order to drive ad revenue, and that's really interesting theory to me.
Yeah. But I mean, they are going to make their money no matter what.
That's right.
And we already know that we don't actually know how advanced their technology is, their programming and things of that nature. So yeah, I mean, I could see possibilities. I just, you know, it just makes it when you look at it from our standpoint, our point of view, though, it sure looks like there's a whole lot of people out there on the internet. You know,
Yeah.
for it just to be a bunch of bots but then again,
Well, I
when
mean,
you're talking,
if you think about it, how many people follow your account on Instagram? Like my account on Instagram, I get at least 4 or 5 bots, clear bots that follow me
right?
a week. You know what I mean? Just all of a sudden, this account starts following me, and it's some unrealistically beautiful woman following a 40-some-year-old dude's cigar account. There's just no way, So I know that's not a real person. There's a lot of that going on. So it's like, how many people, like, how many of these bots are out there that are just out there trying to either scam people or, drive ad revenue or various other things, create dissent. I think that's part of it too. There's so much, not that we need to create more dissent. There's so much of it nowadays anyway, but
yeah, there's plenty of that.
But like they keep it constant. Like people are constantly enraged all the time nowadays. It's so like I don't know. I don't know how much of it's being driven by bots and algorithms and everything else. And it seems like it's certainly a possible option that these people are really doing this. But I don't know.
There's too many. There's too many.
Well,
you look at it when you look at Insta, look at TikTok, look at anything, right? I started last year, as we know anyway, with our personal accounts. I was on 6,700 on my personal account. Mm-hmm. Come to it this week, we're just posting a couple of videos on there with me getting back into the vinyl and wanting just post what vinyl I've had. And I'm to 3,668. And it seems to be now, you look at TikTok, I went from 750, I'm down to 600 and something. It seems to be these algorithms are finding these fake accounts where they got like one person for them, or it's a con account to make you give them subscribe to, say, OnlyFans, or go and subscribe to this so they can claim your personal data and send you to all these weird places. I don't know. I think there's a lot of robots out there. A lot of people, when they were paying for the social accounts to be followed, was, of course, clone botting. And that's where clone botting came from, was people paying for the followers on Instagram, paying for the followers on YouTube, so they could have 500 followers, 1,000 followers. Could name a couple of podcasts that did that, but I won't. And that's the thing. Oh, I'm not letting it drop. When I've got to be in my bonnet.
Son of a bitch.
When I've got to be in my
Crotchety
bonnet.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, anyway.
I know, brother. I know. Hey.
Honeybee Cigars, thank you for sponsoring the show tonight. Honeybee, thank you for sponsoring the show.
Yeah.
Much love to Bree.
We love Bree. Bree is great people. Bree's got some interesting stuff going on. She's got some cryptic posts going on lately. I'm real curious. I want to know what happened.
I wonder what's going on with the cryptic stuff. I wonder what's going international. Won't you all like to know? I know. Once everybody else like to know.
Don't be spreading that shit before she's ready, whatever it is. So let's talk about whatever any of us are smoking. Which, am I the only one smoking tonight?
No, I'm getting ready.
Oh, you got another one of your guys. All right.
I got another one of my Nicaraguan second guys here.
There you go.
Hi, everyone.
I have
Welcome.
a La
I believe the leaf
Herencia.
cutters.
What up, fuckers? I've
Leaf
got a
head?
La Herencia Cubana,
La Palencia.
Oscuro
Is it?
If I get over on the
Fuerte.
right.
No, La Herencia
Oh, La
Cubana.
Herencia. I thought it was
This is
Palencia.
another AJ Fernandez brand.
Get over where I can see them comments.
Well, that didn't frigging surprise me, did it? It's another AJ cigar.
No,
I mean,
well,
that's what I generally smoke the most of because his stuff hits my palate just right.
mm,
And
So,
tonight
it's
I have
go
a
stuff.
bottle and bond Kentucky straight rye made with Balboa rye. This is made by New Jeff and it is effing delicious.
Well,
Caddy
leaf,
Robusto. What? I don't know what that is.
yeah.
the cat
CATI.
robusta, catty robusta, cat robusta,
Caddy.
cat
Yeah.
robusta.
I've seen leafcutters smoking a lot of different cigars over the last week, and there's something. Some of them have been really interesting. Of
On
course,
him, it's probably cat fur.
I'm coming into now a month since I had a proper premium cigar. So, as people do when they have dry January where they don't drink, I'm doing dry January where I don't smoke. So, yeah, it's probably why I'm a ratty, miserable, ginger grizzly bear fat fucker. Because I haven't had a cigar.
Nah.
I haven't had that nicotine in me, but I keep going. Keep smiling.
Yeah.
And if
I can
anybody
tell.
wants a tea party, I'm going to come dump some tea in your harbour.
I can tell. Well, the show started off. I
No.
could tell how cheery you were.
No tea bags for me, thank you.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That one, Matthew. So yeah, shoot that. What is?
Okay. He sent me an email earlier. Sorry, that was some
Okay.
behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't get to know yet. So anyway, I guess
You know, I'm getting pretty annoyed with y'all's secret society BS.
I got you, Grump. Don't worry. Hold on. Don't worry.
Oh,
I got you. I'll send it to you.
Grump! Don't you be like that, sitting in your corner smoking your cigar.
Keeping your
Supposed to
secrets
just-
while I'm just vegging up
No
here in the
secret.
corner.
No secret. No secret.
Sitting and vegging, my brother. Sitting and vegging. That's the way of the life of the podcasting world.
Just the way the evening is gone, I haven't been able to chat with y'all about what I just sent over.
Well, my night started is I joined the Foundry. So I joined the Foundry tonight and
Okay.
caught up with the guys in the Foundry, like Daz, of course, and the guys from Cigars and Stories, and it was a great group tonight of men getting together, men's mental health, and having a talk about different things with business plans, health plans, and what we can do this year. So 49 dates you meet up. And through the 49 dates, you come up with what you want to achieve and basically setting yourself a goal every week. So before we start getting more into this whole rabbit hole,
Sure.
what is your plan now from this Tuesday to next Tuesday? What is your one goal that you're setting yourself this week to do ready for next week? So what would be your goal? And you've only got a week to do your goal.
Well, is this a personal goal, a business goal? What kind of goals are we talking here?
It can be personal, it can be business, it can be anything. It can. But a personal
I think
goal.
this week, I think I'll go first, Grump, just to give you some time to think.
Go ahead, bud.
I think that my goal this week for the next 6 days or 7 days or whatever it is going to be to stay on the proper side of the dirt because life is crazy right now. And, you know, that mental
Mhm.
health part
Yep.
is a difficult spot right now. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
make sure I don't drink too much of this stuff
Hmm.
and I stay on the right side of the dirt. That's the goal for me this week.
Hmm. I think mine is to carry on doing what I'm doing, to look into, of course, the cannabis medical route. Like I mentioned to Grumpy, it is being done over here. So looking into more medical cannabis and see where I go on that, and if it's going to help, of course, with the pain that I'm in at the moment with everything. Because if I carry on the painkillers, then the painkillers are going to, of course, cause more trouble as they already do.
Eat your
So
guts out.
my,
What they're gonna do.
That's
yep.
right.
So mine's this week is to look more into the medical cannabis route. So what about you, Grumpy? What's your goal this week that you're setting yourself?
Well, I mean, when you get to my place and point in life, it's like Matthew says, a lot of focus one day one day at a time, staying on this side of the dirt. Uh,
Yep.
right now, society has got some spiritually weird things going on, and it's fixing to get even stranger.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I was gonna say something earlier when Matthew said something about people seem to be arguing a lot and different things like that, which goes along with some of the rabbit hole conversations. We've been bathed in toxins and heavy metals and all kinds of different things, from inside out, from the
Yep.
fluoride in the water to the crap in the sky to the stuff on the food, you know, and it's all got heavy metals and stuff like that in it. So I don't think we can rule out in the conspiracy realm of things the possibility of this 5G, 6G, and these different waves and megahertz frequencies and stuff,
Yep.
having some effect and keeping people agitated, keeping people anxious, anxiety, making you feel that weird kind of feel that you really, you feel something, but you can't really explain what it is you feel. You can't really find the words for it, you know. And I mean, I can't like totally rule that out because you know, especially after they reported some of the things they did after we went into Venezuela and the weaponry that was used. I mean, if you want to go conspiracies and rabbit holes, I mean, there's your good one to look at. But
So
yeah, I mean, just
so you
staying on this side of the dirt and getting that podcast better. I guess
right.
would, to sum that up
Yeah.
is
So that's your goal.
to do what I need to do to make that podcast,
Yep.
stand on its own.
This podcast.
What's every
Oh,
the
Grumpy's
the
Coffee
the
Talk Show.
grumpy
Yeah,
coffee talk show?
Got it.
it's over on Rumble.
Fuck the loons. We're only worried about Grumpy's Talk Show.
When Rumble works, yeah, when Rumble works, before I have to kick it and fire it.
You being mean to the old senior citizen, buddy?
Well, to anyone who's watching, what would
Yeah.
your goal be from
If there
today
is anybody watching,
to next Tuesday? What would be your goal? And of course, come and tell us in the comments on Insta
Please
and of
come
course
and
on
tell
Rumble. On YouTube. We do apologise that this, of course,
please come
rumble.com is
talk to
down.
us.
We are working in the background to try and get back on Rumble. And from what I've just seen from a diagnostic report, there is a 70% reporting rating. There's people who are having issues with logging through hacking to the
And
account.
see, I think you need to go back and You need to go back and apologize the way you started this show out.
No,
Ma-
nah, we don't apologize.
Don't me apologise? Diddle 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 dit. There's my apology. Yep,
I
I don't
apologize
apologise.
for absolutely fucking nothing.
Fuck all. Yep.
Just
Twist
so
the
y'all
grincey
can
bear's
see what I
arm.
have to deal with.
Oh, we done thrown the family rating out the window in second one, so
Yeah.
I'm
That was less than 5 minutes tonight.
I'm less than I'm a little too easily affected
Crispin.
by other people's moods.
Yeah.
If you're up, brother,
Crispin,
to the cigar apostle.
what up, homie?
What's up, man?
If you're up, brother,
What's
thank you for
up?
checking us out
Been a
tonight.
minute.
But yeah,
What's up, man?
it makes me wonder what other people's, of
Howdy.
course, goal would be. And when I was talking to the Foundry guys tonight, it was like a little bit about, well, I want to get back in the gym. So what would be the routes of getting back into the gym? And you know something, we were all sat there, and there was 9 of us tonight on Google Meets, and we're talking, and we were all helping one another with what plan we would do. One's got a business on eBay, so he wants to, of course, finish working in the supermarket and get his eBay business more up, but he needs to be making $2,000 a month. So he's like, well, what do I do? And it's like, well, make a step-to-step goal of where you want to be. Another one was like, well, I'm a mason. I'm trying to do my masonry. I'm trying to, of course, do this in the community with kids. I'm trying to do this, trying to do that. And we all said, basically, look, this is the way of doing it. Is you need to write and set a goal list. And it's like, and I know Grumpy doesn't like hearing this one, but I'm a big thing on belief of grounding yourself. And they always say, if you go ghost hunting after, make sure to re-ground yourself. So I was saying to them, look, try and ground yourself to the floor. Breathe. Make a plan of what you're going to be doing that week of, right, I'm going to spend 2 hours doing this. I've got 4 hours to do this. But make sure you ground yourself with family, friends, and having that personal time because of the mental health kicking in. And we're big on mental health in that group for one another and supporting one another. So it was great to catch up with the guys tonight, and we're going to start doing some more cigars and stories when summer kicks back. And yeah,
the only thing that I would suggest now, you saying something about the whole grounding thing.
Yep, grounding my bro.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do that and do that right, so you need to be outside barefooted with your feet on the grass or in the dirt.
I'm not.
Did Grumpy just tell us to touch grass?
Go outside barefoot, stand in the grass. And not we used to call them tree huggers, but honest to goodness, if you'll stand barefooted on the ground, put your hand out there on a tree, that's the best grounding that your body will ever get.
That's right.
Most natural. Y'all talking about me? I ain't got my glasses on, so I can't see it.
We're not talking about you. You're good.
So,
okay, yeah.
If I'm talking about you, I do it out loud, Grump. Don't worry.
There's loads going on, but like you said, of course, Matthew, when you were talking about the whole thing of
Larry's here. I see
when you were talking, of course, about internet and stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me. That's the flow on the internet. There's also, of course, everything else that we know, which I'm trying to see what the balls to that. I can't read.
Well, yeah, we get on. I know if Matthew's got that, list of topical interest going on there, I know we're gonna come up on another good one here in a little bit. I don't know when.
What about the ice walls in the Antarctic?
That's another good one.
They want to find the ice walls.
I didn't know it's going there.
Oh, we're going there.
We're definitely going to go there.
That's one that stuck out to me from writing this up tonight of what we were going to do.
Yeah.
in the ice walls of Antarctica that it stood out. Because you think there's so much that we don't know, so much that's being discovered under the sea, and then stuff that they don't want us to go to that place and find it, i.e., the Antarctica, i.e., deep down in the ocean and stuff. So, yeah. Go on, Grump. Ice walls of Antarctica. What do you reckon?
Well, let me just say that. Let me say, what gets me are these people who are like talking about going and looking over the edge, or going and falling off the edge, or the nonsense. I mean, water has to have a container. Something has to contain the water. Now,
Uh-oh.
whether it's round or whether it's flat, we could debate that all night long.
Uh-oh. I knew we were getting down that route. That's why I kept saying.
You took us down that route.
Yeah, you took us there. But now, the thing about it, see, Admiral Byrd has already got research on the record that can be found. What has been seen beyond that wall. And, it's not really that hard of a thing to conceive, yet gravity contains our water. Mm-hmm. Did you bump your head when you
don't get Grump started on gravity.
Oh, I need whiskey. I need a bottle.
No
of whiskey.
such thing as gravity. That's a theory. Come on now, hey, y'all straight up.
We're definitely going down.
Everything around
We're definitely
here.
going down there tonight.
Y'all chill out.
That's why I've got that. So that is my massager. So when I start getting stressed, I just rub that stress away.
Well, there's going to be a lot of nubs on there before this one's over with, then. Yeah. I mean,
especially when we start going into my next topic.
Yeah, really. But no, seriously, the whole thing. The one other thing that I want to say about that whole mess. And like I said, that you all know as well as anybody does, and I always say it. I can't, we were all educated basically with the same curriculums and stuff like that. Maybe some different styles, different teacher styles, different things like that. Basically the same education. Well, all that did for any of us was they told us what to think. They taught us what they wanted us to know. We weren't ever taught how to think and see things with our own eyes, our own vision, our own common sense, experience it with our own body, our own feels, and come up with our own conclusion. We've always been taught what to think. We've always been taught what it should be. Now, when you look at this from that point of view, you have the world that's in a virtual meltdown right now. Country versus country, this going on, that going on. We're in a virtual meltdown right now. Okay?
Yeah.
But over 50 countries.
Quit it.
Can sign a treaty to not explore below the 60th parallel, and nobody violates it.
Yeah.
But nobody asked why that is. But to look at the world news and everything else, we're in a virtual meltdown worldwide. But we got a signed treaty. Yeah. By over 50 nations, and nobody violates that treaty. So it's common sense. Ask yourself, what's there that we're not supposed to know about?
Time out. Yes. Stop hitting buttons, sir.
No doubt, man.
I'm gonna get on a plane I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna kick you right in the ass. I'm gonna stomp a mud hole. Anyway, that's funny. Yeah, I fully agree with you.
Done? Yeah, go ahead,
I
man.
fully agree. I fully agree that there's something bigger at play. There's definitely somebody that's somewhere behind the scenes that is pulling strings and really affecting the world in a whole.
Yeah.
And one thing that this is a good way to segue into my next theory here, and that would be the blue
Yeah.
beam.
Ooh, I like that.
The blue beam, where
Project
for those
Blue
who
Beam.
don't know, Project Blue Beam is thought to be the New World Order is going to all at once globally project the hologram into the sky, and it'll be whatever God your nation prays to, speaking to you in your language, proving that they exist, and uniting us all in a way to control us all.
So do you mean there's Ozzy
Because you
Osbourne
have
going to
to
come down
believe
and
your
talk to me?
eyes, right?
Do you mean
Hey,
Ozzy Osbourne's going to
maybe.
come and talk to me then?
Maybe.
What gas?
Ozzy Osbourne, maybe it'll be Alanis Morissette,
Ozzy God's come and talk to me. Ozzy God.
to think about the movie from the 90s, Dogma.
I have
where God looked like Alanis Morissette.
The God of Metal's come and talk to me.
I have obviously wasted so much time here. I really thought I was doing better than I obviously am.
Well, I don't know that there's any way that any of us could reach Gaz. Gaz is an unreachable person.
It's like it just bounces off the wall or something. I don't know. But
I don't know. All my records are being watched, aren't they? My records are being watched because, of course, if I've got anything showing on social media, if I've got anything showing
here we go.
Facebook or anywhere, I can't come to America, so I'm being watched.
Poor pitiful man.
It depends on what you posting, I guess. I don't know. Have you seen the shit most people in America post? I think it's pretty. I think the stuff, the algorithm is looking for more heinous shit than you post. But I don't know. Maybe not.
It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about everything that's going on. And like we said, of course, Blue Beam and someone coming and talking to us to unite us. Doesn't matter who we pray to. As we know that has been said throughout the years, there is only a matter of so many people, and I'm going to put it as people because I don't want to begrudge what anyone believes in, right? But we know Christian faith, Roman Catholic faith, of course, it is Jesus God. We know, of course, in the Muslim faith, it's Allah. We know in, of course, the Indian faith, it's the different gods there, and of course, reincarnation that they believe in. We know with Buddhist, it is Buddha, and so forth. The thing is, we only know who will come to us when our time is up. That's the thing. We'll only answer to who we answer to when we go to them pearly gates. It's weird because we keep seeing it. We keep seeing that many different things that they want to do and how to control. There's so much. Look at social media, right? Social media is the biggest controller going. The internet's the biggest controller going. The news channels. Fuck me. You turn on the news. You turn on the news every day, it's a case of, well, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. If you're not in our boys' club, guess what? I'm gonna fucking tax you 25% tariffs. Seriously, come on then, come on then.
He is,
You
he is,
just,
he
just,
is,
just
he is
gonna
getting a
raise
bit
my cigar
childish.
prices. Yeah, you're just gonna raise my cigar prices over here in the UK. But
I'm telling you,
the news is a horrible thing because the news is scaremongering. You look at a lot of it; it is scaremongering, and
Mhm.
we know, of course, with President Trump, some of his negotiation tactics are, well, I'm going to
yeah.
do this to you, and basically that's the way of then
Well,
having the discussion
if
to sort
if
things out.
if you want to
It's crazy.
if you want to understand a little bit if you've never read his book, The Art of the Deal, that 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 will give you a little bit of an insight at at
Yeah,
what kind of game is
he's
being
playing.
played. You know, he's playing a long game to control the
Oh
board
yeah,
through oil and distribution of rare earth minerals. He's playing a long game trying to control everybody else's fuel for their war machines, you know. But
Yep.
people are not seeing that. People are not seeing that part of the, you know, they're seeing the part where, you know, we're not seeing any relief whatsoever. Our prices are still up. They keep telling us things are getting better, but we don't see it. We don't feel it. You know,
No,
they keep
Mhm.
talking about things that we don't see and haven't manifested for us, and we keep sending a lot of money to a lot of other places. You know,
but I
so
heard, Rob.
there's things
I,
going on there that you
there's
know it's
there's
crazy.
a rumor that I heard, right? And this was on a social media platform over the last couple of days, and I
Yeah,
wish I screenshotted it. I wish I'd taken the
I
article,
wish you would have
and it
too.
and it and it said, right, with everything that's going on in every single country, England,
Yeah,
America, Venezuela, whatever, right? When people are on the streets, they can't afford food, and everything that's going on. This is down to the fact that the Lord is coming back. The Lord is coming back to repurpose the land. And this is why we are in the way we are, as we are waiting for the horizon of the Lord and Savior to come back.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, Gaz. They're gonna fake the Lord coming back.
that's it, man.
Well,
That's part of it.
that's why I brought it back to that, didn't I? That's why
They're
I
gonna
brought it back
fake
to
it,
it.
and then they're gonna fake an alien invasion.
Well, there's already the
Yeah,
royal family that are all
that is
aliens.
one of the things. The aliens are going to be, you know.
Brother, the aliens are already here. It's the royal family. Ain't you seen King Charles? Frig me, he's the biggest alien going.
I
With
don't
them
know if there
big
was
old
an
ears.
alien. If there was an alien on
He's
this
got
earth,
antennas.
he's got antennas. I didn't seen
Yeah,
that one.
No,
yeah.
reptilians. You got
You,
gills.
you, you seen his ears, ain't you? Them are antennas. Them big fucking things on his head.
Uh,
Jeez.
Satellite dishes.
Hey.
He get Dish Network for free.
Disney made a movie about that when we were little, right?
Yeah,
Dumbo.
Dumbo.
Dumbo. Yep, Dumbo.
Dumbo.
Hey up, Dumbo. It's
Oh
Man,
man,
just
talk
say
about
this.
fucking movies with crazy sequences. The pink
Oof.
elephants on parade sequence in that movie is probably the trippiest thing I've ever seen in a kids movie ever.
Yeah, but you look at old Disney, right? Every single film you look at Disney, there's a different bit of every single film in a new Disney film. Look at Toy Story. There's so much different things in Toy Story that we don't realise that's in it. The same as Snow White, the same as Beauty and the Beast, all of them. But my biggest thing, right, I want to go back into this conspiracy because
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz as well. Do you reckon there's Matt Groening, of course, the creator of The Simpsons?
The Simpsons.
Do you reckon he's from the future? Or do you reckon he just knows what's going on? Because you look at what he's put in the episodes, from the COVID thing to President Trump to Arnie being the governor.
Yeah.
Everything that he's put in The Simpsons, it's come true. Look at when he said, we're going to have these visors that go over our faces with the controllers. We're going to have these spectacles that are going to tell us what's going on outside. It's all fucking come true. Look at when they said we were going to have these advanced electronic cars. Well, Tesla created them, of course. So, what do you reckon? Do you reckon Matt Groening, of course, is from the future, or do you reckon he's just that advanced being that he knows everything, or he's seen it in a fucking crystal ball? Because something's out there for what he's knowing and what he's putting into them episodes, and it's all ringing true. It rings true all the time.
Depends on. It depends on where you're at with your religious beliefs about where we actually are in biblical times.
Mm-hmm.
And some people believe that everything has happened, the millennial reign has taken place, and that we are in Satan's little season that comes afterwards. Yep. So there's a lot of people that believe that while we are seeing a great advance of technology during our time, it's really very obsolete and behind times compared to some of the things that were already here during that 1,000 years that took place before we ever showed up. I don't know. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy, there's all kinds of the things out there to think about. Besides that, they uncover buildings that have been half buried in mud and everything else all the time in different excavations and stuff like that. Not a lot of explanation for those.
No, there isn't. And you look at, one of the biggest ones is Atlanta. When they went down in the sea and they found Atlanta, and no one wants to talk about that. So did we live underwater? What about you, Matthew, with this whole thing about Matt Groening before we move into the next bit of the show and what we're going to be talking about?
Well, I tell you, there's a lot of easy to point to things that they have shown that seem like him telling the future. It also just, some of it is based on, his knowledge of what's currently being worked on by different companies, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing about Hollywood is those people are really plugged into the rest, those kind of things, because that's where all the money is, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit of, could he be from the future? Maybe. Could he have some sort of crystal ball that shows him what's going on? There's actually a theory. Speaking of that, Larry, there's a theory that back in 2012, of all years, when the CERN Hydra Collider went live, it created a black hole and swallowed the Earth, and we're stuck in some kind of time loop because of it. I was reading about that theory today. I was all about the conspiracy theories today when I had time. But, I didn't find a whole lot of backup to believe any of that, but it was an interesting story. There's all sorts of weird shit, Could our universe exist inside of a black hole? And if we were to find a way to get through that black hole, would it open up our existence to whole new universes and worlds. That is a theory that actually exists that is semi-provable. There's a lot of stuff out there in the physics world, the theoretical physics world, that really talks about some really strange ideas that they can't prove are not right. They also can't prove are right. It's an interesting concept, interesting stuff to think about. It's a little bit too much for me in my simple mind, but
Well,
I was
I,
having
I
some fun reading about it.
I understand what you're talking about as far as it being, it's too much. It is a lot for our human minds, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing about it that makes it easier for me to not understand it, because I don't even try to figure it out. But
Yeah.
but the way I look at this is, if I'm going to claim that my Abba Father is who he is and everything that I claim he is, then there is no way that I can rule out however long have things been here, however many other civilizations may or may not have been here. I mean, yes, we have a Bible, but it's an account of our history. It's an account of our time, you know, on God's clock or calendar or whatever you want to call it. But who's to say if he's everything that I claim he is? I can't put him in a box and say, well, this whole thing's only 12,000 years old. Anything you want to say before that is bunk. I can't with good conscience do that and claim that my Father that created everything is who he is, because I have the history of our creation. I have the history of our time here, that in our existence. But we don't have written records of what he may have done before us,
Right. Or after.
or after. I mean, there may be other things already going on beyond us, and that may be
I
some of the
guarantee there
things.
is.
Yeah, and that may be
He,
some of the
he,
things that are bleeding back into us now.
I personally think we are God's failed experiment.
Yeah, well, we very
And
well could be.
but that's a whole nother show. But
But yeah,
I think
I I see what I see what you're saying, and it's like I said, it's a lot for us to try to figure out and understand. But like I said,
Who's a Philly?
the easiest way
Who's a
for me to
Philly?
look at it,
so.
is
So I got another one for us to discuss a
yeah,
little bit.
I have.
throw
I've
it
got.
on.
I've got another one.
Oh, geez, here we go.
That's all we need.
It's all downhill from here. Uh,
Oh yeah.
I gotta be honest. Geez, calm down, bro. Damn. Uh, so the replacement theory, and we're not talking politicians. We're talking, yeah, maybe you might be onto something, Larry. The replacements being that people like Avril Lavigne, who there's a theory out there that she died back in the 90s and she was replaced by an alien or something that looks just like her, talks just like her, but isn't quite exactly like her, because there's things that are different,
Right.
and then there's all sorts of things like that.
Sounds like crazy talk. Sounds like
Well,
crazy talk.
that's like this one fella that I watch on. I watch him on several different platforms, but he's always showing you that one person that supposedly passed on is still around, but there's somebody else now. And he shows you all the proof, even the cosmetic blemishes in the the faces and everything.
Bob
And
Joyce.
well, we know who that is. But when he talks about the fact that you keep hearing about central casting, Hollywood. Well, if you've got a specific number of products or actors and actresses or whatever you want to call them, entertainers, if you've got a specific number to work with, it's pretty easy to interchange them and control them and move one out and move one in and let one's career come to an end and create another one, come up and coming, and it's like it makes so much sense when you look at that because they've got the budget to do it and they've had the technology, even though they wouldn't want you to think that, but they have.
Let me turn this on the flip side, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, Avril Lavigne, Tupac, Elvis, Michael Jackson. There's loads, even Princess Diana, right? There's also the other logic. There's the reason there's these people kind of disappear, and then we see them reappear, and they're saying there's the different people. It's part of the Illuminati party control. So do you reckon there is Illuminati party? Because we already know the American build, the all-seeing eye, is to do with the Illuminati party. Illuminati has been around for centuries. So is this a case of this person does something wrong, the Illuminati wipe them out, and they put a clone out? And the clone, of course, we can tell there's some difference in this clone that they put back on. But if we go into that, then we're going into dimensions of the film that Arnie did, of course, with cloning and different things. And as we know, we don't clone in the UK, do we? We don't clone humans. Or do we? That's the question.
I've seen a few of those videos lately where people claim that they have 2 or 3.
Yep.
That's how they're able to be different places and do different things and keep the schedule that they do. I saw a few of those videos just the other day. I was watching some of those.
I sure do feel like I'd get a lot more done if I had another one of me.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were going on about, because got to be here to promo this, got to be there to promo that. Got an award show to do here, got a song promo to do there. I mean, can't be everywhere at once,
There's a pretty funny movie about that called Multiplicity.
Yep.
With Michael Keaton.
It's all out there. I mean,
He's a good actor. He's a good actor, Michael Keaton. I've got to say.
He really is. Yeah, they like to show it to you, and they like to laugh it off. All the while, they know they're telling you the truth.
He'll always be my Batman. He'll always be my Batman.
No.
He will.
Oh, wait. Who are you going to say is your Batman?
Go
on, Grump. He's your Batman. Mine's Michael Keaton.
The original Batman.
Adam West.
Adam West, man. That was Batman.
He is a Batman. He's the in my opinion, he's the number 2.
He's the camp Batman.
He is, yeah. He's definitely campy Batman for sure.
Let's do the bat dance.
Yeah. When it comes to Batman, the old Batman was so cheesy, but fun in its own way, so I get it. I understand liking that Adam West Batman a lot. I think my favorite Batman is still Michael Keaton.
Yep, Christian Bale.
I do love Christian Bale's Batman, even though he got a little too much gravel in his voice. I'm Batman. You know. You know.
Sounded
Like,
like being
calm
kicked in the
down,
nuts.
bro. You're not like a
Sounded
death
like
metal
being
singer.
kicked.
Ouch.
He
And
was
then,
very.
you know, and then, you know, I honestly really like Robert Pattinson in Batman. I thought he did a great job. I I like Ben Affleck as Batman, but for different reasons.
Yeah, you know something. You've
Yeah.
got to look. You've got to look.
I just
Let's
enjoy
look.
Batman stories.
Yeah, but look at Batman, right? Michael Keaton did something completely out there with movies from what Adam West did. Adam West, we grew up with on TV, then the Batman film what came out, but it was always classed as that campy style of Batman. When Keaton came out and was teamed up, of course, with Jack Nicholson, then of course Michelle Pfeiffer and Danny DeVito, and what came out there with Batman and Batman Returns.
Hands down, the most disgusting Batman character ever portrayed on film.
Oh, it was a different kind of genre. It was to do with that black style of deep, dark roots of going down the blackness and going down the gore and changing the setting up. It wasn't all these lights and shows. And you got to think, Tim Burton was known for these dark kind of films and carried on with Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, different things that he created. And you got to think, he created a lot of great films. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. Then we get into Batman and Robin, of course, with, well, Val Kilmer Batman. Then we get into Batman and Robin with, of course, George Clooney and that and stuff. And
so there is...
It just went camp. It went really camp again.
So here's the thing.
We got Ben Affleck, and Ben Affleck changed the story, and Ben Affleck was more of the stories of the older, grizzly bear Batman that had been out of it for so long after the death of Robin that he had to come back. And I enjoyed that story. Did I enjoy him as an actor? No, I didn't, but I thought he played the part good. You look at Robert Pattinson being that younger Batman coming into it. Did I enjoy the film? Yes, I enjoyed the film. I thought it was good. I did. But I'm looking forward to the new one. I'm looking forward to the new one and seeing what they're going to do with having Two-Face in it. They're going to have Two-Face. No, the new Robert Pattinson one. They're going to have Two-Face.
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, yeah.
They're going to have the Joker finally back in it. And we're going to see some more new characters coming into it. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that kind of arc goes to then Batman of the future. But to do Batman of the future, and I always said years ago, if they were going to do a Batman of the future, the two actors to play Bruce Wayne would have been Clint Eastwood or Michael Keaton.
Clint Eastwood's a bit old.
Yeah, but can you imagine if they had done Batman of the Future years ago when Clint Eastwood was great as a Batman?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he would have worked. He would have given it some going. But
I think so. Sorry. The reason I like the Robert Pattinson Batman movies, which also is the reason my wife hates it, is that it's gone to this film noir kind of style, this dark, gritty, but also sort of the long story. You know what I mean? It's not this action, everything happens in the first 20 minutes kind of movie, and it really brings it. It's almost like an art house film. You know what I mean? And that's what I really enjoyed about it. But like, they're also coming out with Batman: Brave and the Bold, which is going to be tied in with the new Superman movies, and that's really interesting to me because I always loved that cartoon. I always loved the Joker in that cartoon, so I think it would be really interesting. You know, I just like Batman. You know,
Larry,
I don't think there's one I hate.
Larry, I've got to disagree with you then, bro. Batman made the Joker, and he made Two-Face. So Batman made Joker basically through Aces Chemicals. Now, the Joker making Two-Face, he never did. That was a court case in court where stomach acid tablets, well, the gel basically, for curing stomach acid was chucked in his face, and it burnt his face. It wasn't toxic waste that created Two-Face. It wasn't. And the Joker killed Batman's parents. That has been the myth that's been around for years. But as we know, it was Joe Chill. It wasn't, of course, Jack Napier, like it was made out in the Batman films.
Yeah.
I've got everything Batman, and I'm a big Batman buff. So I do apologise there, Larry, but I want to get the facts properly, my brother. We're being a Batman fan, Larry.
Yeah.
It's been changed though, Auntie. It's been changed up so much, and this is the thing. They tried to do the three Jokers, and they always said this: Jack Napier could have killed Batman's parents to create Batman, and they did a whole story arc on it. It's just, it's just crazy. Nope, he didn't fall into acid. That was, of course, the Joker that fell into the acid. Basically, Two-Face had stomach acid, so basically the stuff to, of course, cure the stomach acid. Pepto-Bismol, let's say that. Pepto-Bismol, if anybody knows it. That's what it was. Yeah, well, not Tums, but Pepto-Bismol is basically like that to cure all that. It's the pink goo basically to cure stomach acid. That's what was chucked in his face. It was. And that was, of course, when he was taking down one of the crime families. It was. But
It's the
there's so
antacid.
much. Yeah, the antacids. But it's going to interest me. It's going to interest me how they bring out the new films and stuff. And you know something? There's a load going on, and a load of conspiracy theories, and we know one of the biggest ones, of course, yet again, is the whole thing of this nice space team. And I've got my ticket. I'm good.
Yeah, I got my popcorn ready.
I'm already being notified that my ticket is valid, and I'm going to be on the new spaceship. Look, I got my ticket.
Oh,
see, it's got my name on it. It's got my ticket. I'm going up in space, motherfuckers. I'm going to see them aliens. I'm going up. But then again, it says at the bottom, LA Hollywood Studios. So it might be recording in an LA studio again.
You'll need scuba gear before you need a spacesuit.
If you're gonna go see aliens, that's probably true.
Exactly.
It's a big one. It's a big one. They're
looking in the wrong place for aliens.
Yeah. It's a big one. There's the same. There's, of course, they're gonna go up. They're gonna go around. Then 2027, we're gonna finally have another rocket that's gonna go up. It's gonna land on the moon this time. This one, of course, is to go around the moon and look at it. Well, hang on a minute. You're saying you're gonna land on the moon, but now you're saying 2027. You're going to send another one up and land on the moon. There's so much in, as we know.
Yeah, see.
It never happened. But people say it did happen. It's one of the biggest conspiracy theories over the years that has gone on for millennia, near enough. This has been going on. I'm 40. And you talk to people about it and go, well, Did you watch the moon landing? And they go, oh, that piece of shit. And I'm like, why was it a piece of shit? Because it never fucking happened. It was filmed in the Hollywood studio. Red Hot Chili Peppers said it. And even the astronauts that were on it said, we never went to the fucking moon. What are you on about? We never went up there. It's completely and utter bullshit, basically.
Could have been scary. But we didn't go.
Yeah. It's one of the biggest kind of kept secrets going, but it's not really kept secret, is it? Because more's coming out.
That's why I'm gonna be sitting there with my popcorn, because they ain't going they ain't gonna get nowhere. And that one, and the one guy, the one astronaut that's gonna be on it, see, he's already made the statement that this will be the first time that we've had
Yep.
people on the moon and in low orbit at the same time. But now they're saying that they're just going to circle the moon and come back. So which is it? You know, either way, you ain't getting there. You know, either way, you ain't leaving. You know,
I think there's so much. My thing is, I want to know more about Atlantis, and I want to know more about this world under the sea, because did it really happen, or is this one of the biggest hoax going? Did they put a city under the sea? But like you said earlier, Grump, there's so many different things that are coming out now that archaeologists are finding of these new cities, these mummies, these bones, fragments of artifacts and everything when they go to these different sites. We don't really know. And you've got to think, and Matthew, you made me fucking look at some shit last week, my brother, that I need to drop kick you in the balls over.
What I do?
Fucking pyramids and pouring concrete to make the pyramids. I tell you fucking what. I was looking up some mega fucking shit on that one last week. I was. But you've got to look at it, and there's so much being said over aliens, and I know we've gone on about it tons of times on the podcast. But the evidence is out there when you look at the different hieroglyphs of these tall beings. And I reckon we did, but I do want to go into your theory, Matthew. There's basically the pyramids, my brother, and how they were made.
Oh, it's not my theory.
You fucking mentioned it, brother, so I'm going to.
I found online. It was just like the only way that those big blocks could be made, they couldn't be carved, they had to be manufactured because they're perfect. They're not.
It's been said.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Larry. I didn't see what you said, but
He said China already had a base on the moon.
Yeah.
And then he just put, if giants existed, so do aliens. And that's the thing.
Giants existed. We know that's the truth.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you've got to go into it then and wonder, with the pyramids, and because of these beans and the paintings of the hieroglyphs and stuff, and like the Native Americans put, the Incas put, whichever religion you go through and whichever century you go through with these different hieroglyphs and different paintings, was it giants that put the pyramids together? Because they would have been big enough to put the stones together.
Thing about giants weren't as big as you think they were.
So you're going to tell me they were all like Andre the Giant?
No, bigger than Andre the Giant, but not by like a ton. We're talking like 8 to 10 feet tall, not 20 feet tall. You know.
Well, ain't some of you American basketballs about that fucking height? Fuck me, some of them bastards are right.
I think the tallest one. I think the tallest one was from China, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
But which is a whole other thing. But
don't know. The Undertaker gave it a shot, didn't he? He didn't last long.
He's not very tall.
But yeah,
I know he's another weird. I know he's
some very tall individuals back in the day.
I won't say that word.
Easy, Tiger.
I mean, you know.
Jesus Christ! I know. You want to swing from his, you know what? But
I love the Undertaker. I think the Undertaker's a brilliant wrestler. I do.
He was an excellent wrestler. I don't think he's a good wrestler now.
No, I don't. I think some of his.
And I pray to God he doesn't get in the ring again.
They're all a bit old now. They don't need to be doing that no more.
Yeah, I think some of his political standpoint, some of the stuff that's come on over his shady backwards dealings and stuff, with what he's done to get Michelle McCool where she is, different people that he's screwed over to get where he is, and different things is showing the character that the Undertaker is to have the position that he's in and to be running AAA. But then again, you've got to think his legacy of work, what he did and how he stood with WWE, WWF, whatever you want to call it, through them periods of time to where he is now to be retired and doing the podcast. That guy has tested the time and got the battle scars right, and he's sacrificed his body for entertainment purposes, and that's the thing. And
that is correct.
You can't take that away from him. You can't take it away from Mick Foley, because Mick Foley stood up and said, "Look, I don't fucking like Trump, and I don't want to be in the Hall of Fame if Trump's in it." He's right to his opinion. Dave Bautista is right to his opinion. The Undertaker's right to his opinion. And I've got a fucking ginger cat running around with a plastic bag. No.
Random.
What a knob. What a knob.
I tell you, that's something that I've been trying to. Right there, you touched on something there, and I think it's something that we need to get back to as a society, and that is understanding that people are going to have different opinions than you, and that's okay. It's actually fucking encouraged. Like,
exactly.
We don't get anywhere good with everybody following along like sheep on either side of any argument. We do not get anywhere with just two sides of an argument either, but that's a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's but it's true though.
But the thing is, if we all got on, we all believed the same thing, the world would be a very boring place. And the thing is,
boring. Yes.
I know people go, well, if it was and we all believe the same thing, then we'd be living in peace and harmony, and none of this would get done, and none of that would get done.
No,
I don't know. I don't know, because I don't think there's, even in this day and age, there's we will ever live in peace, because the thing is, there's always going to be war. War is never going to stop. There's always going to be somebody
never been peace.
wanting that land. And no, there hasn't ever been peace. There's never been peace. The thing is, we can try to live the way we live, but we know sometimes things are going to come up. Things are going to come where we have to go to war. And you know something? It's a horrible thing that happened, and the amount of people that are lost through war and stuff. And I just think at the moment, like I said before, and as we said, the media gives you two different sides. It'll tell the media over here will tell me one thing about America, and I'll get with you, Matthew. I'll get with Grumpy, and we talk about it, and it's completely fucking different to what you guys have been told in the States, to what I'm being told in the UK. It is. It's like, no. Well, if Trump invades Greenland, it's going to cause this big, massive fucking fight. England's got soldiers there, and this has got soldiers there, and blah, 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 and this is going to happen. Do you seriously think England is going to tarnish their working relationship with the United States? Are we going to tarnish that to cause war?
I doubt it. Here's the thing. There are some issues with fucking with Denmark, which is who we're fucking with if we're fucking with Greenland.
Pretty
You're
much.
Fucking with Denmark, Denmark.
But
fucking with.
Here's the issue with doing that, and it has to do with something that's happening right now in the medical world in the U.S. And all of these Ozempic and semaglutides and all that shit that most of America is on, it is made in one fucking place in the world, and that is Denmark.
Yep.
So, I mean, yeah, that could cause an issue. I don't know. I don't know the answer to any of this. I know that last time we wanted something from Denmark, we just bought it. It wasn't...
I think...
and that was the U.S. Virgin Islands. U.S. Virgin Islands we purchased from Denmark for like $5 million.
Yeah.
I think the way of
which
this
is absurd.
I think the only way of sorting this would be a good negotiation deal. Seeing if Denmark will sell Greenland, but it's never going to happen because they want to keep Greenland. Greenland wants to be independent.
Well,
I know
Greenland
if
has
Greenland
like less people than Ohio has, so like
Greenland's got 0% taxes, my brother.
there's only
0%
40,000.
taxes.
There's like 500,000 people that live there. That's it. That's less than live in the city that I live in.
Yeah, but the thing is, they are happy. They are happy being the way they are.
Exactly.
It's a damn near uninhabitable country. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about and people who act like this is some kind of out of character thing for the United States to do. Why the fuck do you think we bought Alaska and put it? You know what I mean? We bought Alaska,
Exactly.
which is part of Canada, because we're like, Russia's a little too close.
Well,
Yeah.
We need to have a buffer there. So we did that.
Do you reckon then there's Greenland is a security issue?
I'm
That's
telling you,
100%. That's what they're going for. It's a security issue that they're trying to do, but I'm not sure it's necessary is the issue.
Okay.
But like
So answer me,
that's 100%
answer me
what's
this one.
going for.
When was the last time Russia was in US seas?
Fucking long time. And that's the whole thing. That's why I'm saying I don't think it's necessary.
Do you know when? Do you know when?
No.
Right. Let me put it this way. Russia ain't in no fucking American seafront. They're in fucking England, my brother, and they're on the Scottish border going around.
No, honestly, I don't even think it has anything to do with Russia at all.
That's where Russia are at the moment.
I think Russia is
the
the
waters
excuse.
around England.
Russia is an ally of China, and China who everybody's worried about right now. That's the whole fucking thing.
Or whatever the fuck his name is.
I'm telling you.
But the thing is, don't go fucking with the people. The thing we should know by now.
Well, and that's the other thing. I don't know that they are gonna fuck with the people. They're gonna, if we take it over, I don't know what happens with that. You know what I mean? Maybe there's some benefit that comes to it. Maybe there's not. I don't know.
Sometimes I think it's easier we leave alone and concentrate on our own countries. And the thing is,
I fucking wish they would do that shit.
I said this to Grump. You look at Cambodia and Thailand, right? They have got a ceasefire, and they shook hands. Their ceasefire's over. Yeah. You look at India and Pakistan. Mm-hmm. They've got the gates where they have to open them, and that's the thing. You don't see much fighting between India and Pakistan.
Yeah, because
we've always got to get involved.
Well, that's what I think is the biggest problem with the United States political stance on the rest of the world, and it has been forever. We feel like we need to be everybody's goddamn babysitter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we want to get into everybody else's business. The U.S. does that. The U.K. does that. It's just
look off. The UK get led into that option because the United States bring us into it.
Are you fucking kidding me? You guys were doing this shit centuries before we existed, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know.
You guys are the original colonizers.
Yeah, we are. And that's the thing. We are the original colonizers. That was the thing with England. It was. And
people want to act like the United States invented this shit. We didn't invent shit. But whatever.
You go to it now. You go to it now in England. With what people are saying about England, and of course the way England's going, we're getting colonised at the moment. We're getting colonised with the Muslims, and I'm going to put it the Muslims. That's the way I've got to put it. We are getting invaded, and the thing is, I know it sounds racist, but Enoch Powell said, Conservative MP, you open the gates and they're all going to flood in. They're all going to come from every single country, and England is not going to be England. And that's what's happening. And the big thing is now, when you talk about it in England, you're classed as a fascist. You're classed as a racist. You're classed as this and that and all the rest. You can't even put the English flag outside your house. and be patriot about your country because you're a racist.
Oh yeah,
But
that shit
England
happens here too.
England's so fucking mamby bastard pamby. There's, oh yeah, come to the UK, we'll give you all this fucking money. We'll give you an house, we'll give you a dentist, we'll give you a doctor. Oh, if you need your fucking arm taken off, we'll get you booked in the next fucking day. Oh, hang on a fucking minute. I haven't come on a fucking bastard banana boat in the ocean from fucking France to Dover. I'm English, I pay me taxes, but you don't want to give me a fucking operation. Seriously?
Yeah.
And I'm not racist because, like I say, I've got cousins who came from Jamaica and stuff. I've got family that have come from Japan and all over. I'm not racist.
Yeah.
But you
Nobody's
look
calling
at
you racist
England.
here.
England is not England no more. It isn't. We have bowed down
I'd say
so much, and it's changed. It is, and people
the whole thing with people being called racist, that happens now. It is the go-to argument for so many people that if you disagree with them, you're just being racist. If you disagree with them, you're a fascist. And this isn't everybody, and obviously I agree with a lot of the things that these same people bitch about.
Yep.
But it's just too easy. It's become a crutch. It's too easy to just say, well, your argument doesn't hold water because you're racist, or your argument doesn't hold water because you're a fascist, or this, that, or the other thing, and it's just making it so you can't have a conversation with anybody about anything.
Those are people.
And-
Those are people who try to debate on emotions and not facts. Of the matter.
Yep.
They just debating on pure emotion.
Right.
When they do all that, they don't have it. They don't have the facts or anything to back them up. So they have to.
The biggest one what gets me though, right? All these protests that are going on. The protests that are going on around the world, in America, in England, whatever, right? You go to one of the protests and you walk in there, and say for instance, it's talking about Palestine, and you go and ask them why they are protesting, and you ask them a question. Oh, you're a fascist. Oh, you're a hater. Well, I want to know. I want to know more of why you were protesting. Yeah. They can't give you the answer.
Even because you're not supposed to ask questions, you're just supposed to agree.
Exactly.
But the thing is, people can't agree too. And what it seems to be is now, people are getting that brainwashed, as they are believing that, and people that see sense of, well, why are we fighting for Palestine? Why can't we say there's basically someone that's doing whatever they're doing, and I've got to be so careful of how I put this because I've just got to be careful of how I put it. But in my lifetime, right, there's only ever been two sexes, man and woman. That's it.
Oh God.
That is all I'm going to say on that one. But people,
I'm out.
Want to protest it. People want to protest about it. And when you ask the questions, people do not want to answer the questions. And this is the thing. And this is the same with everything. A lot of it is to do with the news and media pushing some kind of agenda and people not wanting to talk about it and gain the facts. That's what I was going to say on that.
Well, here's the thing about the general job that the media has decided to take on in general, and this is on both sides. And it is in fact that you make the other side, whatever side you're on, you make the other side, you make the people on your side believe that the people on the other side are completely evil. And that takes their humanity away, and you no longer need to talk to them. And this has happened on both sides of this, any of these fucking arguments, and it's very frustrating because you just brought up, and I'm not going to get a whole lot into it, but you just brought up the whole sex versus gender topic. Now, yes, there has always been two sexes, biological sexes. That is different than gender. Gender is a whole thing. And I'm not going to get into defining it all, but sure, there are people who feel like they were born in the wrong body. There are people who also believe they feel like they were born in the wrong time. You know what I mean?
That.
It is
There's
massive issue that is never as simple as anybody wants to make it. And
but a lot of it, Matthew, when people look into it, is the parents have brainwashed them to believe that, or the parents have made their children take that decision.
There is 100% some of that going on. 100%.
And that's what a lot of people. That's what a lot of people are fighting about now.
And that is what people are fighting against, exactly. Yeah. But then there's the other people who just fight it because they don't understand it. Yeah. And you know, I'm not gonna, like I said, we're not gonna have that argument tonight. But the fact of the matter is, all of that comes down to what we talked about earlier in the show, and that is mental health.
Yep. It's a big one.
And I'm not going to say that it is, you know, but to me, the same rule applies to tattoos, to piercings, to all that other shit that you can do only after you become an adult, as it does the gender situation. All that shit has to be done when you are old enough to understand what you're deciding to do. You cannot be pushed to do it when you're a child. Like, this is my only problem with any of that. Because I've known women who went and became men, and I've known men who went and became women, and I understand by talking to them where they came from and how they got there, and I understand that makes them a happier, better person. My issue is only when you're talking about children.
Yeah, I get that right, and I get the reason why someone that's 18, they've got their own mind. You're in the UK, they don't believe there's a man. They believe there's a woman, and they go through it. One of my cousins has been there and done it. Let me put it that way. She transitioned from a girl into a man, right? But she will never, ever be classed as a man. She will always be a woman.
Biologically, no.
Basically, when she applies for a passport in the UK, she is down as a woman, not a man. There is only two sexes. There is not transgender for a passport. That is where my argument stands on that. And this is the thing. And people want to argue, and women have argued, lesbian women have argued, is when a man changes into a woman, it is not a woman, it is a man. Pure and simple. And this is why there is so much fighting going on in the UK at the moment over it. And it's crazy. It's a crazy thing. And to be honest with you, I don't care if you're bi, lesbian, transgender, if you think you're a unicorn, whatever. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters to me. I've got gay cousins.
I've got an attack helicopter.
I'm a sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's what I identify as. But I've got lesbian
tiny
cousins.
Little arms and a really big head.
I've got heterosexual cousins and stuff. And you know something? As long as they're happy, that's all that matters. I don't think in this lifetime now people should be getting involved in other people's business and how people want to live. Right? It is a crazy old world that we live in. And people are always going to say there is only two sexes, man and woman. That is it. It's a very hard fight to have. And until it gets identified and people will say, yes, this is the way. And it's got to be put in law and studies have got to be done and everything's got to be done properly. It will never be done in our lifetime of us. Maybe in our children's lifetime, but never in our lifetime. It won't. And I think sometimes it's best for people to leave alone and walk away from it than getting involved in it because it causes wars. It causes this shit that we have seen going on in the world. It has. Live your life, enjoy your life, and this is why I brought it up, and we're not arguing about it. We're just saying because that's the thing. Most people won't talk about it. They won't, and this is the biggest thing. People don't want to talk about that. But anyway, we have been the Cigar Loons tonight. We've gone down some rabbit holes. We've gone over some politics. We've gone over a whole lot of different fucking shit. It's been one of them kind of shows where we haven't known where it's gone tonight. And that all started off, of course, with Rumble.com being an absolute cock tonight and not wanting to work. And yeah.
Somebody having a hissy fit about it.
Yeah.
Oh, go fuck yourself, you fat bastard. I'll do what I want.
I would.
I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to.
Takes not long enough.
It is a crazy world that we live in, and I think sometimes it's best to leave it alone and carry on in this world and live the way we are. And I know I should eat my own words because I'm always starting some kind of fucking war. I'm always trying to start some kind of war. But you know something, I will say it from the start of the show now. If you do carry on watching this show on YouTube,
I've got a ruler.
If you haven't turned off over the first 5 minutes of when we started,
it's not quite long enough, but it's close.
The way we're very passionate about the product that we put out, and when we get these point blank attacks against our media, like we've had over the years,
what product are we putting out?
We don't play nice. And the thing is,
I'm stingy.
we know stuff. We know stuff about we know stuff about these other podcasters.
What?
We know a lot.
Do we?
Oh yeah. And the thing is, do we come
He's
and
got a mouse
report
in
your
his
stuff?
pocket again.
No, we don't report your stuff. At the end of the day, we know you've got no original ideas and you have to copy from the Cigar Loons.
Oh, here we go. All right. I think it's time to wrap it up there, Grizzly Bear.
Stay smoky, enjoy, and kiss my ginger fat backside. Yeehaw.
Wow. Anyway,
Yeah,
I would say it. I don't even know if I should fucking say it. Should I say it? Because nobody ever listens to me. But I guess I'll say it just because we started saying it and somehow it became a thing. Don't start none, won't be none. We love y'all. We will be back. We will eventually have a conversation about actual cigars on this cigar podcast again. Once somebody quits their dry January shit. We're gonna also have some guests.
You gonna send me some money? You gonna send me some cigars? You gonna send me some?
If I had some
cigars, brother.
I don't have any to send you, brother.
If anybody wants to send, my address is Stoke-on-Trent, England.
Please don't put your actual address
cigars
out there. You don't want. You don't know what somebody's gonna send you.
Y'all don't want to see the postage on that package, that's for sure.
That's the problem. Otherwise, I would have already done it. So, as I like to say with everything, please come back next time. We will talk about some normal shit. We will actually have cigar guests on this year. I know it seems like it's been a minute. We got one lined up. I haven't fully lined it up, but we're gonna have at least one person on. And we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna get into the things that you guys actually want to hear us talk about. Or maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe you want to hear us talk about random bullshit like we did tonight. I don't know. Let us know, I guess. But cheers, everybody. We will see y'all next week. Grump.
Hey, as always, from the wallflower up here just vegging. I love y'all. Abba Father loves y'all too, but
Grump,
he ain't
read the
driving
comment.
the bus. What?
Larry, you can join us whenever you like, brother.
Yeah, man. Don't Play Nice is a good cigar brand.
No,
Name and copyright.
Larry said have me on as guest.
Oh, well, you know. Don't make me.
If you're better at technology than if you're not as good as technology as even Grumpy, we might have a problem.
You really. You're in worse shape than I'm in. But anyway, let me just finish out by saying, hey, we appreciate you being here, brother. We do. But like I said, I love you. Abba Father loves you. But now, if he's not driving your bus in 2026, you might want to pull over and switch places with him, because you could be looking at some potholes and a couple of crashes. Just saying. It's so Grump. I catch you on the Grumpy's Coffee Talk Show one day this week. But until then.
And until then,
Peace
we'll
out.
catch you. We'll catch you next week, of course, for the Cigar Loons podcast, live at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, midnight in the UK.
Yeah.
And who knows where we'll be next week? We could get fucking locked out of all of them. We tried tonight.
Same bat
You never know.
time, same bat channel.
Well, hopefully same bat channel, and we're back on Rumble, YouTube, Instagram. But you never know what's going on in this crazy, crazy world. But thanks for tuning in. And
We'll
like
be
we said,
somewhere.
please like, please subscribe, and thank you for Honeybee Cigars for sponsoring this podcast tonight. We'll catch you all soon.
In a world of smoking stories where the good times flow, there's a podcast rolling, putting on a show. The three amigos gathered, mic in hand, you see. The Cigar Loons are calling, wild and fancy free. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out the podcast dream. From humble beginnings, just a thought, a spark. Now they're lighting up the airwaves, leaving their mark. They talk of life and laughter, and the cigars they hold dear, dispelling all the worries, banishing all fear. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out the podcast dream. Through debates and discussions, they always find a way to make you feel at home at the close of every day, with tales from their adventures and insights sharp and keen. The Cigar Loons are truly quite the listening scene. Oh, guys with his laugh, a booming joyful sound. Grumpy with his wisdom, feet firmly on the ground. And Matthew, ever thoughtful, with a quip and a glee. The Cigar Loons are living out the podcast dream. So light up your stogie, settle in and hear. The Cigar Loons are talking, bringing joy to your ear. Guys Grumpy and Matthew, a perfect smoky blend. Tune into the Loons until the very